You already know what needs to be done, but for some reason, you just can't bring yourself to do it. Time slips away, hours, days, even weeks, and that one task remains untouched. But what if I told you the issue isn't your motivation? It's your mindset. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a simple shift that will get you moving, even when you don't feel like it. Because if you don't fix this now, you'll keep watching opportunities pass you by. So let's talk about the first key, the power of taking action. There's a huge misconception about success. Many believe that action follows motivation, that you need to feel inspired before you can get started. That belief is a trap. Success isn't about waiting for motivation to strike. It belongs to those who have the discipline to take action, no matter how they feel. Here's the truth. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. People waste years waiting for the right moment, but that moment never comes. The successful ones, they act first. They know that clarity comes through action, not before it. The first step might feel uncertain, but it's the only way to reveal what's possible. Let me tell you a story. A young man wanted financial success. He studied, planned, and prepared endlessly, but he never moved forward because he was waiting to feel ready. The problem? Readiness doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing. Confidence isn't something you start with. It's something you build through action. Look at history. Thomas Edison didn't wait for the perfect moment to create the light bulb. He experimented, failed, and kept going. Henry Ford didn't sit around waiting to see if the automobile industry would be profitable. He took action and reshaped the world. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't, they don't wait for motivation. They move forward regardless of fear, doubt, or uncertainty. The moment you take action, your perspective changes. Suddenly, what once seemed impossible starts to look doable. The biggest hurdle is always that first step. But once you take it, momentum kicks in and things get easier. Think about a salesman hesitant to make his first call. Once he dials that number, the fear fades. It's the same for an entrepreneur launching a business, a writer starting a new project, or a speaker stepping onto a stage. None of them wait to feel ready. They take action and motivation follows. If you want to succeed, understand this. Waiting is the enemy. The longer you hesitate, the harder it becomes to start. The ones who make it, they move even when it's uncomfortable. Because success isn't about motivation, it's about discipline. Now, let's talk about fear and doubt. Fear is the number one killer of dreams. It whispers, what if you fail? What if you're not good enough? But here's the thing. Fear is a liar. Most of what you're afraid of never actually happens. And even if it does, so what? Failure isn't the end. It's just a lesson on the way to success. Every successful person has failed more times than they can count. The difference? They kept moving. They understood that fear only has power when you let it stop you. Fear shrinks when you face it. The longer you avoid it, the stronger it grows. But the second you take action, it starts to lose its grip. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Chances are you can handle it. Most failures are fixable, and even when things go wrong, they teach you something valuable. Procrastination is fear's best friend. The longer you delay, the more your mind exaggerates the risk. The solution? Take immediate action. Start small. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence destroys fear. Edwin C. Barnes had nothing, no money, no connections, just a dream of working with Thomas Edison. He could have let fear stop him, but instead, he took action. He jumped on a train, showed up at Edison's office, and declared he would work with him. Years later, he became one of Edison's key business partners. His story proves one thing. Fear loses its power when you take decisive action. So how do you overcome fear? Simple. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Break your goal into smaller steps and tackle them one at a time. Each action weakens fear's hold on you. Before you know it, what once seemed impossible becomes just another challenge you've conquered. Now, let's tackle procrastination. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? How often has tomorrow turned into next week, next month, next year? The truth is, the perfect moment will never come. The only way to move forward is to take action now. Procrastination disguises itself as preparation, perfectionism, or the need for the right conditions. But the longer you wait, the harder it gets to start. The solution? Start messy. Even one small action is worth more than endless planning. Try the 5-minute rule. Commit to working on something for just 5 minutes. No pressure. Once you start, you'll likely keep going. Momentum is your best friend. The hardest part of any task is beginning, but once you push past that initial resistance, everything gets easier. Discipline is a foundation of success. If you don't control your focus, distractions will control you. Set deadlines. Break big tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Prioritize progress over perfection. Small, consistent actions compound over time into massive results. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent. It's action. Successful people don't wait to be in the mood. They take action no matter what. Time is your most valuable resource. Every second you waste is a second you'll never get back. Finally, let's talk about self-discipline. Discipline isn't about suffering. It's about setting yourself up to win. Every time you follow through on your commitments, you build trust in yourself. That trust fuels confidence, and confidence leads to success. If you rely on motivation, you'll always be stuck waiting. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward. It's the ability to take action, whether you feel like it or not. It's waking up when the alarm rings. It's getting work done when you'd rather relax. It's showing up when no one is watching. Success isn't about big, dramatic moments. It's about showing up consistently, even when it's hard. The world is full of people who start strong, but quit when things get tough. The ones who succeed are those who keep going no matter what. Discipline is a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. And once you master it, there are no limits to what you can achieve. So stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Take control. Because action beats inaction every single time. Don't let pain stop you. Instead, turn it into fuel that drives them forward. Pain isn't a barrier. It's a fire that refines you, making you sharper, stronger, and more resilient. When others break, you rise. The next time life knocks you down, don't stay down. Get back up. Rise with even greater determination. Let pain be the force that makes you relentless. Growth is never easy. That's why pain is necessary. It pushes you past your limits, forces you to evolve, and destroys the illusion of comfort. The most powerful lessons in life don't come from ease. They come from struggle. Pain etches wisdom into your soul, shaping you into the person you were always meant to be. Discomfort is where transformation begins. When you're in pain, you're in transition. And in that moment, you have a choice. Will you let the pain break you, or will you use it to build something greater? Most people run from pain, but those who understand its value embrace it. Pain is the force that moves you forward when nothing else can. If you learn to welcome the struggle, you gain an edge over those who fear it. You become unshakable. The moment you stop seeing pain as the enemy and start recognizing it as a teacher, everything changes. Pain is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new chapter. When you harness pain, you unlock a strength you never knew existed. You become unstoppable. Look at the most resilient people in history. They all have one thing in common. They turned their pain into power. They took rejection and used it to refine their craft. They endured loss and turned it into purpose. They faced failure and used it as a stepping stone to success. Pain wasn't their downfall, it was their advantage. And you have that same power within you. You are capable of more than you realize, but only if you embrace the struggle. Don't avoid the fire, step into it. Let it mold you into something greater. Every time you feel pain, remind yourself, this is where growth happens. This is where I evolve. This is where I become who I was meant to be. Life will test you. It will challenge you. There will be moments when the pain feels unbearable. But in those moments, remember this. Pain is not here to destroy you. It's here to build you. It's here to shape you into someone unbreakable. So when the storm comes, and it will, stand tall, face the pain. Don't shrink. Don't retreat. Own it. Use it. Turn it into the fuel that propels you forward. Because in the end, pain is not your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. If you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there. A life without goals is like a ship without a compass, drifting directionless, never reaching its destination. Goals provide clarity, purpose, and something to work toward. But setting goals is enough. You must define them with precision. Vague dreams like, I want to be successful or I want to be happy, lack the structure needed for real achievement. Instead, be clear. Be specific. Ask yourself, what exactly do I want to achieve? By when? How will I measure my progress? The more precise you are, the clearer your path becomes. Once you've set your goals, break them down into actionable steps. Big dreams can feel overwhelming, but when you divide them into smaller tasks, they become possible. Every step forward builds momentum. What once seemed impossible starts to feel inevitable. But the most important part? Taking action. Without action, goals are just wishes, dreams that fade away. Take action every single day, no matter how small. Because consistency compounds over time, leading to massive results. The most successful people in the world aren't necessarily the smartest or most talented. They're the ones who refuse to quit. A goal without a plan is just a wish. To turn your aspirations into achievements, you need a roadmap. Write your goals down. This simple act strengthens your commitment and brings clarity. Studies show that people who write their goals down are significantly more likely to achieve them. Once written, break them into monthly, weekly, and daily tasks. This keeps you moving forward and eliminates procrastination. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Too many people hesitate because they're afraid of failing. But success isn't about being flawless. It's about persistence. Focus on progress, not perfection. Learn from mistakes, adjust your strategy, and keep pushing forward. Growth comes from action, not hesitation. Accountability is key. Hold yourself responsible. Track your efforts. Measure your progress. Be honest about what's working and what isn't. Personal responsibility separates those who achieve from those who simply dream. If needed, find an accountability partner, someone who will keep you on track and push you forward. Small wins matter. Celebrate them. Each milestone is proof that you're on the right path. Acknowledging progress fuels motivation and reinforces good habits. Success isn't just about the big moment. It's built on the small victories along the way. Goals provide clarity and purpose, but only action makes them real. Most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they don't take consistent action. They hesitate. They procrastinate. They give up when things get tough. But those who push forward, who execute their plans, who refuse to quit, these are the ones who win. So set your goals. Make a plan. Take action every single day. Success isn't luck. It's the result of relentless effort. If you refuse to quit, if you commit to progress, if you stay disciplined and focused, success isn't just possible. It's inevitable. Your mindset is a foundation of everything you do. It determines whether you rise to the challenge or crumble under pressure. A weak mindset is like a house built on sand, fragile, easily shaken, quick to collapse. But a strong mindset, it's unbreakable. It thrives under pressure. It turns obstacles into opportunities. Every challenge holds a lesson, but only if you're willing to see it. Life will test you. It will throw failures, setbacks, and hardships in your path. A weak mindset sees these as proof that success is out of reach. A strong mindset sees them as stepping stones. Your mind is your greatest asset. Train it to see possibility where others see problems. Build the kind of mindset that refuses to break. Because when you develop an unshakable mind, nothing can stop you. When failure hits, it doesn't shatter you. It educates you. It exposes areas that need strengthening and strategies that need refining. The real winners in life aren't the ones who avoid failure. They're the ones who face it head-on, learn from it, and rise even stronger. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you keep telling yourself, I can't do this, you're setting yourself up for failure before you even try. But when you believe in your ability to overcome challenges, you tap into hidden strength and resilience. Your mind is your greatest asset. It dictates your actions, determines your outcomes, and defines your future. Everything starts with what you choose to believe. A growth mindset is the secret weapon of high achievers. It recognizes potential in every situation. It doesn't see abilities as fixed, but as skills that can be sharpened with effort and learning. Those who embrace this mindset are always evolving, always improving, never content with staying stagnant. They welcome challenges because they know that struggle builds strength. Every challenge is an opportunity for transformation. Strengthening your mindset requires feeding it the right fuel. Just like a strong body needs proper nutrition, a strong mind needs the right influences. Surround yourself with positivity. People who uplift you, books that inspire you, and messages that fuel your ambition. Eliminate negativity without hesitation. The company you keep, the content you consume, and the words you repeat to yourself all shape your mental state. If you allow toxic influences into your life, they'll poison your mindset and drain your potential. Success isn't just about talent or skill. Many talented people fail because they lack the mindset to push through adversity. Real success belongs to those who refuse to quit, the ones who keep moving forward despite setbacks, who rise after every fall, who push past every obstacle. Winning isn't about being the smartest or most gifted. It's about refusing to give up. When you develop a mindset that refuses to surrender, nothing can hold you back. Challenges will come, but they won't break you. Failures will happen, but they won't define you. Doubts may creep in, but they won't control you, because you've built a foundation of mental strength. And with that, you can overcome anything. Mindset is everything. Train it, protect it, strengthen it, and watch how your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Your circle matters more than you think. You become like the people you spend the most time with. The simple truth shapes your growth, your success, and your overall well-being. The people around you influence your mindset, habits, and choices. Surround yourself with those who challenge you to grow, and you'll naturally level up. Humans are wired for connection, deeply influenced by the energy and mindset of those around them. If you immerse yourself in a circle of ambitious, driven individuals, you'll adopt their mindset. You'll push harder, aim higher, and achieve more. These people will stretch you beyond your limits, hold you accountable, and set new standards for your life. They'll believe in your potential even before you fully see it yourself. Excellence will no longer be optional. It will become your baseline. On the flip side, negativity is just as contagious. If you surround yourself with people who complain, blame circumstances, or avoid responsibility, their habits will seep into your mindset. Excuses will feel normal. Mediocrity will seem acceptable. Without realizing it, you'll start justifying inaction instead of chasing progress. That kind of influence weighs you down and stunts your potential. Your environment is a reflection of your future. The people you engage with daily either fuel your growth or hold you back. If you surround yourself with action takers, problem solvers, and relentless go-getters, their mindset will rub off on you. Their discipline, drive, and energy will shape yours. Observing their commitment to success will reinforce your own belief in what's possible. Energy is contagious. Every conversation, every shared moment, every interaction imprints itself on your subconscious. Choose wisely. If you want to elevate your life, elevate your circle. This means consciously seeking out those who align with your values and goals. It also means letting go of relationships that drain, limit, or keep you stuck in outdated ways of thinking. One of the fastest ways to accelerate your growth is by seeking mentors. A mentor has already walked the path you want to follow. They've gained wisdom, experience, and insights that could save you years of trial and error. Their perspective forces you to think bigger, push harder, and execute at a higher level. A great mentor doesn't just give you strategies for success, they hold you accountable for applying them. Beyond mentorship, actively build relationships with people who challenge you to be better. The ones who remind you of your goals when you lose sight, push you when you hesitate, and celebrate your wins when you achieve them. These relationships are the catalyst for transformation. They'll call you out when you make excuses, push you when you feel like quitting, and uplift you when things get tough. Your success is directly linked to your inner circle. If your environment consists of disciplined, ambitious, forward-thinking individuals, you'll naturally rise to their level. But if it's filled with negativity, complacency, and excuses, your growth will be stunted. Audit your relationships. Identify who add value and who drains it. Cut out toxic influences and intentionally build meaningful connections. Life is too short to be held back by people who refuse to grow. Your potential is limitless, but it's up to you to place yourself in an environment that nurtures that potential. Choose your circle wisely. It's the foundation upon which your future is built. Elevate your relationships, and you will elevate your life.